Here we are.
Hello.
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 We have very awkward light.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
The sun
fine.
is deciding if it actually wants to be out today, and so...
It's indecisive. It's just one of those days.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi.
Hi.
We're in Camera Action.
We are.
And I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Stephanie.
Yay. We're going to do some knitting today
Mm-hmm.
and watch some pirates.
I do like pirates.
There you go.
In
What do you-
theory.
In theory. Yeah.
In actuality, I feel like I would not be
so
such a
much.
fan. Yeah.
No,
Kind of like
no.
aliens, too. Like,
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of things. There are lots
True.
of things that I like appreciate conceptually,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like a fun fiction escape. I want to watch you do all the shenanigans.
Right.
But like me, I'm gonna sit at home on my couch
Mhm.
and knit.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you go out there and chase all the things and sail all the boats and find all the treasure.
Absolutely.
And that's great for you, and I
So good. For
approve
you.
of that for
Yeah.
you.
Yep. Yeah. So now that we got that settled,
Now that we got that settled.
We're not pro true pirates. We're
No.
pro fictional pirates.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching Pirates of the Caribbean
We are.
today, which
Yeah.
is a movie.
Yeah?
And it is a movie I saw in the movie theater.
Did you?
I did.
I did not.
I did. And have you ever been to the Disney ride for which it is named?
Yeah, but I want to say it was like 20 years ago.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I did see it.
Yeah, I have been on it many times.
Oh, okay.
Like, not like recently.
Sure.
All definitely as a kid, but I
Yeah.
remember lots of parts of it. And so I remember going to this movie, not knowing what to expect.
Right.
And thinking, like, boy, this could really go.
This could go places.
This could go a direction that
Yeah.
I'm going to be sorry I spent my money on the movie ticket. But
Yeah.
I was not.
No.
I was not disappointed. I was quite pleased. It had a plot and everything. So
Does.
that was fun.
The ride doesn't.
No. I mean, it does a little, but not like a movie plot.
No, not like a movie plot. I mean, it's a ride. There's
It's a
only so much
ride.
you can do.
There's
But
pirates.
also, then you start with like, hey, here's a ride, and let's turn it
Right.
into a movie.
In a movie somehow. And it works.
What?
It works.
But yeah, they pulled it off pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the question is, how many of them do you approve of? Because there's what, like 6 now? 5 or 6?
I've lost count.
Yeah, I have
And
2.
I'm
I'm good with the first 3, and then after that, other things happened.
Yeah, I know. Like, the first one is wonderful.
Right.
I remember seeing the second one and going, this is,
Mm-hmm.
and then the third one was
one's
like,
okay.
okay.
And then they
And
came out with
then-
more, and I didn't see them.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, once they lost the Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley side plot,
Yeah.
business, or plot business, as the case may be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also lost interest.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
There was somebody who made a really, really good point on some YouTube video a long time ago. And he said the reason that Jack Sparrow worked so well in the first movie is because he wasn't the main character. It's
Yes.
not his story.
Right.
And then
Okay.
in the later movies, they
Mhm.
made it his story.
Mm,
And there's only so much story you can base on insanity
right.
before the whole thing is just off the rails.
Right.
You know,
He
because like
is a bit of a chaos man.
he is.
Yeah.
He just like chooses chaos daily.
Which, I mean,
He's a pirate.
yeah. So that's
So it's
that
what he
tracks.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks.
It tracks. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But it also does kind of make sense why the rest of the franchise kind of went off the rails.
Mhm.
Because like you had Will and Elizabeth being a nice, very grounded set of people who are in this situation and oh no weird stuff is happening to them. This is what's going on around them, but they are grounded and they are normal
Mhm.
as you can be at that time. But then they just went off into the chaos, and so did the plots. Yeah.
So we're only gonna watch the first one today.
Yes.
Maybe we can watch one of the other ones in the future and just feel our feelings about it.
Believe we have the 3. I know we have the DVD for the first one,
Oh, okay.
but I think we have the 3. I don't think we have more than that. So if we want to watch all 5,
Or
we'll
6,
have to, or 12,
9.
or whatever. Yeah, we'll have to figure something else out.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, while we're watching this, what are you going to work on?
Well, I'm going to be working on putting the thumbs on some mittens. So these mittens are a pattern called Gray-Eyed, I believe.
Yeah.
Or Gray Eyes,
Gray-eyed,
yeah,
gray
something
eyes.
like that. So right now there is an owl on the front with soulless voids for eyes. We will be fixing that, but you know,
But not
I'm fixing
with,
it in post.
Not with my Googled safety eyes.
No, we will not have googly safety eyes, although that would be kind of cool.
She's just gonna duplicate stitch it, and it's gonna be annoying. I mean, it's not. It's gonna be lovely,
There's
but
also
like
the possibility of tiny buttons. I haven't ruled that out.
yeah, I'm pretty sure all the Google safety eyes, which I'll pull out later, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. I think they're all really big.
Yeah,
They're all pretty big.
So I'll be putting thumbs on these guys. This is the right mitten, and I have just started. I did like one whole round before I brought this in here to be on TV. So, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing anyway.
That's what you're doing.
And if I need a break from that, a palette cleanser, if you will, I have a sock to work on.
Yeah. Because, yeah, that whole thumb is charted.
Yes, it is.
It's not enough that it's just a thumb.
No.
And it's on the teeny tiny DPNs making, you know, a nice little porcupine, as our friend says. It's also got charts. It's also color work in the middle of all of that.
And if I get tired of that, I will be working on completing the mate to this sock, which is pretty cool.
I didn't see it in person before, and it's just like,
yes, it is. It's the colorway is called Unicorn. The yarn is from a company called Circulo,
something like that.
Circulo. It's like you're gonna say circle, but then you add a low on the end. Circulo. I don't know. Anyway, it looks like this. It's called Let It Sock. It comes in a box, and it has 2 little balls of yarn inside, and they're pretty cute. This colorway is called Unicorn, which is, yes, that's right. It's stretchy cotton.
Oh, it is stretchy cotton, because I was going to say, it kind of looks like the Cascade Fixation, which I do have a ball of Cascade Fixation around here somewhere, but it's not as crazy as Cascade Fixation.
It honestly, it knits more like wool.
Okay. That's nice.
I am knitting it on size 3 needles, which is what the yarn actually calls for.
Yeah.
And made this sock with a DK sock pattern.
Nice.
That was just a, you know, freebie on the interwebs. And I have to say it fits pretty nicely. It's not actually for me, it's a shop sample. So, yeah. There you go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I was wandering around the Ravelry the other time, and I found a pattern, and I saw it, and I saw the title, and I couldn't not do it. Because it's called Pirate's Cove. So that just had to happen this summer. And this is where I'm at. It's an asymmetrical triangle that I'm showing you in the worst possible way, because here's the bottom. It starts over here. There we go. And we've got one garter stitch section, and then there are stripes here, even though these colors are pretty similar. And then we go into contrasting lace. It is technically lace. There's holes on purpose.
That's lace.
It's lace. Sometimes I get stuck in my head that lace should be like complicated and impressive, but like this is knit 2 together, yarn over all the way through. It's still lace.
And this isn't just any yarn.
Well, this up here is handspun. And it's handspun that I dyed at Stephanie's house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's special.
This is good. And it's really nice, and it shows off really well here. And it's a fun yarn, and I really like it. And then we have the very last ends, the very last skein of the Cascade that I did. Wow. Oh, the bag is over there. That I did the bag in, and I did a vest in, and yeah. So this is really like the end of that Cascade stash. I've got, I don't know, 4 more. You can actually see the stripes here because there's a lot more contrast. I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 stripes here. I think it goes to 7 or 9. I'll have to actually check the pattern, and then the rest is just asymmetrical triangle and garter stitch. So very nice, lovely, you know, pattern for when you're busy, but it turns into something like really, really interesting because you've got all these different little sections. Mm-hmm. So that is what I'm working on.
Nice.
You've got your owls in your sock.
I do.
We're going to go figure out what's up with Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, we're going on an adventure.
We are going on an adventure. It's an interesting adventure. Mm-hmm. And we'll check back in with you guys later. We have returned.
Indeed.
Indeed. And Stephanie has a thing.
I do. I worked at it and I finished both thumbs
Yay!
on these mittens. So there's little owls and then there's more leaves on the inside.
Do those owls have eyes or like pupils?
Nope.
Nope, they're also duplicate
They're
stitch?
supposed to be duplicate stitch.
Okay. So, as per our previous conversation, I did pull out the Google eyes. This is the smallest eye that comes in the set, although I think they get up to like or they get up to like, I think a full inch in diameter.
That's pretty big.
They're so big. These are the small ones, okay? These are the small ones. And now my fingers are just in the way.
It would be
the entire
the
entire thing.
Which would be awesome if it was flat on the back.
Yeah.
I think it would be quite charming, but unfortunately
they do.
Yeah.
They do Google.
They actually have little googly parts.
But it's too big for the owls.
Oh.
And this is sad. Yeah. Everyone is sad about it. We are actually very sad about it. I'm sad about it. But anyway, duplicate stitch will be fine too.
Yeah,
they are really cute mitts though.
Thank
they
you.
are really, really cute. Yeah. The owls are nice. The thumbs are also there.
Yes.
The original pattern doesn't have the Latvian braid.
That's true. I did add that.
Regular, but still,
that's just
they're really cute.
That you just add to
you can just throw in when you feel like having Latvian braid. Because
sometimes you feel like
sometimes you just feel like being a little extra.
It might be an Estonian braid. I honestly don't
know. Oh, okay.
There's different ones.
Sure.
Sorry.
Point is, that braid thing, not part of the original pattern. But you can, you know.
You can add your own braid.
Add your own braid.
Anytime you like.
Exactly.
It's a thing. Yeah.
So, but yes, we did finish. We also, we watched. It's not a big deal to finish a movie in one sitting, but
I mean,
sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is, but it's different than like finishing a knitting project. Generally, knitting projects are longer than a single movie.
Yes.
Which this one was.
Although, I mean, we have been thinking about
things.
Trying something along those lines.
See how that goes.
Just saying.
But anyway.
Stay tuned.
So yeah, we watched Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, which is the official name because it was intended to just be like that one movie, right?
Well, I think originally. I mean, sure. Like, you don't want to come out and be like, hey, we're going to make 7 movies.
No.
Based on a theme park ride with no plot.
The theme park ride has no plot.
Right. The movies have plots.
The movies have plots.
Yes. But now we don't know how many, 12, 25, lots of movies.
I do, in fact, own the first 3 on DVD.
Okay.
But we didn't look it up.
Yes.
But yeah. No.
Yes.
I mean, it's a fun movie. It was kind of funny because I was thinking about comparing, you know, this was like right early 2000s. And so it was a lot of just that first set of CGI.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, so I was thinking about that versus like the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
And like, of course, Muppets are going to hold up because they're actual puppets that are really being filmed and they're really there. So that's got a completely different film quality. But, you know, it's always interesting when, like, the choices that movie makers make about what they're going to put into CGI. And so because everything was like weird skeletons in like parts of clothes, there was also in the moonlight, they weren't the world's best graphics, but they were also like
not hyper realistic.
Not hyper realistic. They were far enough away from like what you would expect to see. You know, we don't normally wander around our regular life looking at skeletons walking around. So like, it was fine. It really wasn't that off-putting, like watching it all the years later and being like, oh wow, that CGI was terrible. It's like,
it was fine.
It was fine. Because, you know, this is a weird skeleton.
Yeah.
weird monkey skeleton. It's fine. Although we did discuss that we feel like there is a hole in the pirate genre, because if you're going to get a bunch of guys together and they're going to go off and they're going to do their own thing with effectively no rules except for the rules that the captain or everyone agrees to, there's going to be a boat somewhere with a pet alligator, a pet crocodile.
Definitely.
Right? So, like, we need to know the story of the pirates with
weird pets.
Yeah, because, like, I know, given the chance, my husband would 100% go to South America or, you know, Central America, go to that area and adopt a capybara.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, that's what he would do. He'd be on a boat. He'd have his little critter friends.
Yeah.
So, like, we need the story of the pirates and their weird animals.
Yeah.
Because that is 100% what my husband would do. He'd have some weird animal. Like, I'm already in a real life fight with him about whether or not he can have a bobcat.
Okay.
The answer is no.
Yeah, the answer is
no.
Yes.
And every woman that I talk to says, no, he can't have a bobcat. And every guy he talks to is like, oh my gosh, it'd be so awesome to have a bobcat. So I'm just telling you, there's some pirate ship out there where they had a crocodile.
Well,
or an alligator.
To hear the research of our fans.
Right.
You know, maybe somebody knows.
I mean, Francis is all over the pirates, so.
Oh, okay. What's up, Francis?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I legitimately think like Bluebeard or something.
Somebody should have.
Somebody had some weird pet, because you know Captain Barbossa has a monkey, and then Cotton has a parrot.
Has a parrot, which is pretty standard in pirate
the monkey
fare.
is a little bit more unusual.
Yes.
But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, why? Why would this be the unusual animal? Of course some pirate's gonna go have a monkey. Of course they would. But why don't they have an alligator? That's the real question.
And not like a grown...
No. A baby alligator.
Yes.
A baby alligator.
Up to like a teenager type
You can keep it as long as it's smaller than your leg. I feel like that would be the rule.
I mean, once it gets kind of bitey...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
If it's smaller than your leg, like that includes the tail. So that's still a pretty young alligator.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel, you know, I feel like that's how it would go. Okay. I feel like that's what a bunch of guys on a boat would do. They would get weird pets.
Alligator.
They'd have a pet alligator. Yeah.
That tracks.
That's just my opinion.
Did you get any knitting done during the movie?
I did get some knitting done during the movie. So here is the Cove. Right? We're going through. So over here, I was here, which again, as per my statement before, this is my little stitch marker, and it's a platypus. Now the pirates probably wouldn't have any platypus, but
why not?
Well, I mean, Captain Jack does talk about going to Singapore, so I was just thinking like geography, it might be difficult, but maybe they would end up with a platypus or an emu. I don't think an emu because that's a little too much.
No sea legs on emus.
Yeah, I don't think so. No. But yeah, they're gonna have some weird animals. Anyway, so we got to here. It's this big now. I now have less than 40 grams. Oh, sorry if I hit the mic there. Less than 40 grams of the, we can see the skein is falling apart. So this is actually going to get finished pretty quickly as well. So yes, I did get that done.
Are you going to knit until you run out of yarn?
I'm going to knit until I reasonably run out of yarn. Yes.
Right.
And that's going to finish up the cascade from that one trip to Webb's that one time. And it is all of it, because there's not any more hiding at your house, probably.
That I know of.
That we know of.
Yes. I did find one lonely skein after a while. And I was like, hey, remember that yarn? I have
more of it. Yeah, I think I had 2.5 at that point. And then you brought that one over, so then I had 3.5. But, you know, whatever. Anyway. Although another thing that I thought of with the movie was that it was, I appreciated how, you know, in movies, there's always like those side characters that are just there for comedy, right? Like in the Goonies, we had the 3 friends, and in Muppet Treasure Island, we have Rizzo Rizzo the Rat, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Rizzo and Gonzo, and they're there, and so you have these buddies that are playing off of each other, right? And you've got the old heckler men that I still don't know their names.
What's his face and who's what's it?
Exactly.
Yes.
I know Waldorf, and then I always want to say that the other one's Astoria, but it's not. It starts with an S. Anyway, whatever. So you've got these pairs of doofy guys who are going off against each other, and I appreciated that we have a couple of like comic relief pirates, and they really were kind of the ones that everyone talked about at the time that the movie came out, because the one guy has the wooden eye, and there's just like so much more physical comedy you can do when you have this wooden eye, but then there's also the British guys who are there when Captain Jack gets off the very first boat that's sinking, and they're like, no, this is close to civilians.
It's like, well, good thing I'm not a civilian. Then they're arguing about stuff,
and they go through the whole thing of like, can any ship, like, does the Black Pearl actually exist? Can any ship that's not the Black Pearl have black sails, blah, 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 all of that. So, it was fun because, like, especially towards the end, when we're getting into spoilers, if you haven't seen this movie that's pushing 25 years old, just fair warning, if you don't know, I'm going to say things that happen at the end. Not the end, but like, so we go to the place, we find the treasure, and the British are about to attack the pirates, but the pirates can't die, and so there's like this big fight between the British and the pirates, and hooray, right? And so there's like all these groups of pirates, and then they like check in with these two friends, and so there's like 10 pirates against the 2 British guys, and then there's a whole big group, and then there's the 9 British against the 2 pirate friends, and then there's a whole big group shot, and then there's the 8 pirates against the 2 English friends, and it just kind of continues like that until until back in the treasure room things happen, and then we're all done. And I'm not going to quite go into all of that, but it's it's like that nice pattern where we keep checking in on those two. We have some of the other people versus these two, and these two are always together, and they come together, and
they're like one character.
They are kind of like one character. Yeah, exactly. So I liked how there was like that kind of a balance, and that we have that kind of comic relief on both sides, right? Because you don't want like just one side being funny and the other side not being funny. But I don't know, that was just kind of a thing that I thought of.
I'm supposed to start some gusset increases.
I
forgot to start them, but I'm basically in the same place because
I pretty much
changed back a little bit, so I'm good.
Yeah.
All's good. All's well.
Do we want to talk about the drama of the yarn?
The drama of the yarn.
The thing that you were upset about before we came in here?
I had a knot.
You had a knot.
I know. I know that knots are legal. Knots happen. But, I had to cut it out because I don't trust knots. And it's fine. I feel
like it's different when you do the knot, because like over here, you can see this in the back. Sometimes I'm working on a northeasterly blanket and I have this big giant ball of scraps. And I don't use knots, but I use Russian joins. But I also know how long I effectively have, like, for, like, I have it overlapping. And so I know how long that would be and how many stitches that's going to be. So I trust that a lot more than, like, or, like, even if you're doing a magic knot, like, how long those ends are.
Right.
But when it comes from the factory, it's just...
It was not very long at all. It was...
No.
It was nothing.
Like, honestly, you showed it to me, and I thought it was one of those knots you get when you get, like, a tangle.
Right.
And you just have to, like, pull it a little extra hard, and the knot comes out.
I thought about it. I thought about just going, and then I thought, no, don't do that.
And on the one hand, like... Okay, fine, no one's going to wear these because, again, they're shop samples. But on the other hand, people are going to be looking at them really, really closely because they're shop samples.
Right, and it was a color progression issue, too. So that factored into it. And one day, like, I'm knitting 2 socks because they only asked for 1. obviously, but I'm knitting the second sock because it's a sock.
It's a sock.
And one day, you know, this shop sample won't be needed, but it'll still be a sock, and I would like to have it be a pair.
Sure. Because don't they sometimes, like, sell them?
They do.
So, like, who's going to buy one sock?
Right. I mean, niche audience, but still. Yes. I want it to be a pair.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's reasonable.
And so it shall be.
Shall be. So, yeah. Those are our thoughts, I think, for the moment. We've gotten some good knitting progress. We had some good thoughts on pirates.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's just, you know, there just needs to be more animals.
I agree. There should be.
That's my overall takeaway today.
I wonder if they ever kept fish.
I feel like they wouldn't have anywhere to put them.
Right.
Because, like, you can't keep an aquarium on a ship that's, like...
really big glass.
Yeah,
really
right?
Safe. Yeah.
Unless you had it, like, hanging, but then that's going to hit somebody, and that's going to be, like, a safety issue. I feel like they would just, like, look or, like, go...
Yeah, and pirates...
Snorkeling.
Not necessarily known for their, being careful.
Yeah.
On the ship.
Yeah.
You know? And, like, you kind of have to be ready for anything as a pirate, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway.
Those are our thoughts. Let us know what kind of pets you think pirates would have. Let us know what you're working on. We'll check in with you again.
We will.
Shortly.
Indeed. Soon. Bye.
Bye.